also closely watching Russia's movements in the resource-rich Arctic and the Kremlin's growing cooperation with China. The melting ice and rising temperatures are leading to rising tensions. Our Stephanie Ramos travels to this new frontier where U.S. Special Operations Forces reveal the peril as well as the opportunity.
Tonight, the U.S. closely monitoring growing military cooperation between Russia and China in the resource-rich Arctic. Russian and Chinese warships stepping up operations in recent weeks. And bombers from both countries seen patrolling the skies near Alaska in July for the first time. The Arctic now a new point of tensions as the U.S., Russia and China see new opportunities in a region where rising temperatures have caused the polar ice sheet to recede, opening up new sea lanes and shipping routes. We traveled to Alaska, where U.S. Special Operation teams are preparing for any conflict in the region.
We're about to get on this MC-130 aircraft headed to Wales, one of the most western points in Alaska. We are with a team of Green Berets as they operate in the Arctic.
We follow them to the closest point to Russia on the American mainland.
Some of the areas where our outstations are at, less than 3 miles away from Russia. So the actions that our personnel and the operations that our personnel are taking on the ground there, they are going to elicit a response in some form or fashion.
This is Polar Dagger, a mission intended to show Russia's decision makers what the U.S. military can do in the remote areas of the Arctic.
Just being in this location, rapidly deploying, rapidly force projecting, is going to cause a reaction that then we can look at for future operations.
But the goal is to keep the Arctic stable and prevent the risk of miscalculation with Russia and China as they increase their operations in the region.
Just about 30 miles out from here is Big Diomede Island. That is Russian territory. To the east of that is Little Diomede. That is U.S. territory. When the water freezes in the winter, you can literally walk to Russia, which is why this area is so critical to our national defense.
Colonel Matthew Tucker says the military's ability to operate here shouldn't be taken as a threat.
We have a series of operations that we conduct throughout the year focused on demonstrating our ability to rapidly deploy, gaining domain awareness, ensure we know and understand what our adversaries are doing in the region or our competitors are doing in the region, and then preparing our capabilities.
Lindsay, these troops are working day and night, not only to protect the nation, but also to provide critical oversight on those Russian and Chinese forces, as all three countries look to exploit the opportunities in the Arctic. Lindsay.
Certainly an uptick in activity there. Stephanie, thank you.